And finally, we will hear from our James G. Glazebrook Memorial Bar Service Award recipient, and newly elected Chief Judge, Honorable Lisa Munyon.
Thank you, Kate, for that introduction. I am deeply honored to receive the James G. Glazebrook Award. I want to thank the members of CFAL for nominating me, and to all of those that had a hand in my selection for this award. I also want to thank my husband, my children, my parents, my brother, for teaching me the art of fighting fairly, for teaching me the art of being able to disagree without being disagreeable, for teaching me patience and timeliness. It is those skills that I have honed over the years to become the judge that I am today. I knew Judge Glazebrook, and he exemplified all that is good and honorable about our profession and about being a judge. I am humbled to receive an award named in his honor and to join the company of respected judges within the state court system who are past recipients, like Judges Emerson Thompson, Alice Blackwell, Larry Kirkwood, John Kest, Belvin Perry, Faye Allen, Robert LeBlanc, Dan Traver, and Fred Lawton. Many of these judges were mentors who tried to prepare me for my first day on the bench, and all I count as my friends. I could not be more honored and will cherish this award. I am honored to be here with Suzanne Gilbert and Lisa Gong Guerrero, both of whom I've known for years and both who have appeared before me. They are consummate professionals. I could not be in better company. Some of the judges that I named previously, along with some who have passed and others that have gone on to the District Court of Appeal or the Supreme Court, did their best to ensure that I would be ready for my first day on the bench when I stepped into the courtroom. I remember Monday, May 5th, 2003, like it was yesterday. I had received my commission as a circuit judge the Friday before, and I had spent the prior month closing my practice and preparing for the bench. On May 5th at 8:30 in the morning, I stepped into the courtroom and I heard all rise. And several emotions hit me all at once. First, wow, they're all standing. This is awesome. And then they're all still standing and staring at me. This is a bit unnerving. Finally, I remembered to say, "You may be seated." I will tell you that from the elevated perch in the courtroom, I quickly saw what I instinctively knew from many years of practice. Professionalism and ethics are not synonymous. And professionalism in the courtroom starts with the judge. It starts with me. I was assigned to the criminal division, where you see many of the same assistant state attorneys and assistant public defenders daily. They are largely young lawyers who are being taught by young lawyers and by the judges before whom they practice. They were me when I started practicing. Each of those lawyers and their clients deserve to appear before a judge that modeled professionalism and demanded it of others. My upbringing and my growth in the legal profession would not tolerate anything less than professionalism. Well, if professionalism is not just ethical behavior, what is it? Our profession spends a great deal of time talking and teaching about professionalism, and I don't think that I can add anything to that body of work. But I can give you my view from the bench. Professionalism, as has already been said, is ethics plus. One can follow the rules regulating the Florida bar and the judicial canons and still be less than ethical, less than professional. That additional element is what Judge Glazebrook exhibited in abundance and encouraged in others. It is a fundamental character trait, an innate humility that demands that we treat others as we would wish to be treated. In different situations, professionalism is exhibited in different ways. For me as a judge, it means that I will respect the time of those that appear before me. I will be on time and prepared. I will rule timely. I will give you the time to be heard and treat you and your client fairly and with respect. I will do my best to rule consistent with the law. While in my courtroom, I will foster and, if necessary, demand that those in the courtroom act professionally and respectfully toward others in the proceeding. It means that I will not forget what it was like to be in your shoes, arguing before the court or managing a client. It also means recognizing that we all have days where we fall short of the ideal, but those rare occasions should not define us. They should simply be an opportunity for growth. When I was a young lawyer, I learned these immutable truths from judges like Judge Glazebrook and the other recipients that I've named, and lawyers like Bill Trickle and Larry Matthews. I don't know if I've always lived up to the ideals, but I know I've tried. It has been my greatest privilege to sit as a judge in the Ninth Circuit. My fellow judges are outstanding men and women who work hard every day to live up to these standards. And they do so under the tremendous pressure of caseloads that lawyers cannot truly appreciate and which have been exacerbated by the disruption caused by COVID. In a profession not known for changing quickly, when courthouses were shuttered due to COVID, my colleagues pivoted on a dime and kept the courts accessible to you and to the public, all while doing their best to provide a fair and courteous hearing and timely ruling. They are deserving of the recognition that I am receiving today. Thinking back on my first day, the last thing that struck me as I presided over the courtroom was this is truly a humbling and grave responsibility. And that's what stuck as I learned to be a judge, and that is what remains 18 years later. I have no doubt that this sense of the gravity of our work is felt by my colleagues and by those who choose to practice law well and to practice it professionally, like the two women who are here with me today. Again, I thank you for this honor, and I thank you for being asked to speak today.